today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. New England Patriots taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were...
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Carry for Kansas City.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Dion Lewis. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Out to his left. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, it's Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Newton on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Sacked.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score Patriots 3, Chiefs nothing.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Chase Winovich.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
Complete to N'Keal Harry.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Chiefs nothing.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Newton on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Patriots. 1st and goal.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. He won't go down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Newton, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Chiefs nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
KC's offense ready to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0.
Patriots 9, Chiefs nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Bird on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the draw, this is Lewis. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Chris Jones on the stop.
39-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39, Newton, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Cam Newton's sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10. at their own 20.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's a gain of 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lightning speed there for the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Thrown to the sideline.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton got a man open. That's Harry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton, his throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Moore 27 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the gun, Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. To throw is Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 25-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0.
19. Chiefs, nothing.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And it'll bring up third down. Now it's Mahomes again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Michelle. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Solomon Thomas made the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Newton to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton, he'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. first down, it's Newton. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now here comes Kansas City. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kamale Correa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And now running right through it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. There's a nice move. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton, he's going to take off with it.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Parker, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 50, Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Newton. And that's caught left side by the tight end Key. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Off the draw, here's Michel. And here he'll get it down to the 7. To give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run with Michel. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
3rd
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Roy Wasser now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For Sammy Watkins.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards, the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the veteran tackle, Mitchell Schwartz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
The pass.
Give him 14 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw again. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
No good. That keeps the score. Patriots 20.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Freeland speaks on the tackle.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New England, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.